Hey guys, welcome to the Diamond District. So today I wanted to talk about the importance of identifying your excuses, identifying your problems, identifying your demons, your traumas. It's very important to identify them because you need to kind of go through this process. So write down all of the things that you feel like are in your way, all of your obstacles, all of your emotional hurdles, all of the things that you feel like are stopping you from being where you want to go. And try to be as detailed as possible. Try to be as transparent and as deep diving as possible. And once you've kind of really completed that list, read it, go through it, make sure each one is as accurate as it could possibly be. And then go to the top of the page and then write the word excuses and underline it. There is absolutely nothing that exists that can truly stop a human being from accomplishing their goal. There are no circumstances that can truly stop a human being from accomplishing their goal. There are people out here who are essentially born deaf and through miraculous means are able to still hear something based on a machine that was made that if you attach behind your ear, it allows you to actually, if you get close enough, you can actually start to hear things for the first time. If you're unable to see, this doesn't prevent you from being able to interact with the world. If you're unable to walk, this doesn't change your ability. I mean, it impacts your ability greatly, but it doesn't change your ability to go from point A to point B. The reason I bring all of this up is that, for starters, human beings are limitless. We establish what our limit is. We establish our ceilings. We establish what our sky is. We establish that wall. We establish that. We establish how much we are actually capable of doing and accomplishing within our lives. When in reality, we can do so much more than that. We can far surpass anything we could possibly truly imagine. That's how great the human spirit and the human mind and the human energy is. There's nothing that we could accomplish. But we spent probably 15, 16 years of the most important period of our lives learning how to take this limitless essence and start to fold it into itself so that way it can conform and fit in. That's really what fitting in is all about. It's being able to take all the things that make you who you are and compound it and compress it into something that doesn't disrupt the people around you, that doesn't disrupt your household, that doesn't disrupt your school, that doesn't disrupt your environment. So we spend so much of our time in our lives trying to fit into these spaces, into these bubbles, when in reality, instead of trying to fit in, you need to focus on standing out. You need to focus on expanding, on being this truly limitless being that you are. But in order for you to do any of those things, the first thing you have to do is start identifying all the things that are holding you back and call them what they really are: excuses. Because this huge problem that you have, there is another person in this world that uses that as a stepping stool for them to get to where they want to go, or they use it as fuel to stoke the fires of wanting a better life inside, and it just makes them go harder. It makes them want to do more. It makes them want to be more. But for another person, it makes them want to do less and be less. And if somebody can be in the same situation you are, take those circumstances and say, this is going to be my launching pad. There should be absolutely no reason why you are in that exact same circumstance and you're saying, this is going to be my graveyard. This is going to be where it starts and ends for me. And you need to understand that it doesn't have to. But the very first thing is you're going to have to start calling a spade a spade. It's an excuse. It's an excuse. Anything that you think is in the way of stopping you, and you give that a power, saying like, yeah, I can't do this because of this, or I can't do this because of that, or I can't do this because I don't live here, or I don't know this person, or I don't know how to do this, and I don't know how to do that. We live truly in the, concerning to a degree, but truly like this cutting edge technology where if there's anything that you want to know, anything at all, from any type of time period, from any study or field, you can Google it. Better yet, if you want an explanation to be personalized just for you and your type of learning, you can find an AI, use the necessary prompt, and it'll explain it exactly in a way that you would understand at any type of educational level that you have, or any type of verbal vernacular that you have. It can explain it in that manner so you completely and totally understand. There is absolutely nothing in your way. And if you think there is, I'm here to break it to you. It's an excuse. You know, and it's not like I'm saying this from a position of being like holier than thou. This is something that I am not only coming to grips with, I'm hugging it. I took the time to write out all of my excuses on the wall. And every time I come into this room and I'm gonna work out, the first thing I read is my list of excuses. Because I used to do this thing where I may start a workout, but I may not do all the necessary movements, or I may do this and I may do that, and it'll be because of various reasons. And now I'm looking at those reasons at a wall, and right over it, it says, what does it say? Excuses Hall of Fame. These are my Hall of Fame for excuses. So no matter what point of the day I'm at, when I have one of those lines pop into my head and it makes logical sense, or it makes emotional sense, or it makes both type of senses, but it is not aligned with my goal, it is an excuse. Anything that is in the way of what you're trying to get to, and you accept it, you accept the circumstance, reality, situation, issue, problem, whatever the fuck you want to call it, if you accept it as a reason why you cannot get to where you want to get to, you have accepted an excuse.